Good morning, everyone. We have a look at the Gospel today. It's Luke's Gospel, chapter 5. And in that, we find the calling of the first apostles, or disciples that they were initially known as. And Jesus goes along the shore and he calls, first of all, Simon Peter. And as he goes past, at the same sort of time, calling James and John, sons of Zebedee. Now, the interesting thing is they were fishermen by profession, and they were basically cleaning their nets, and they were done for the day, and they were going about what they needed to do. And the Lord came along and said, "Come, be fishers of men." And they followed Jesus. They left everything and followed Jesus. Now, we're told that Peter was married, and we're told that James and John, the sons of Zebedee, they were basically the guys who were running the firm. And they just left everything pushed off. Can you imagine how Zebedee must have felt about it? So where have those guys gone to now? No, they went off with Jesus. Oh, no. Where they go. They followed. And you say, well, weren't they being irresponsible at that time? Jesus gives us a similar teaching about the young man who was told to leave everything and to come and follow him. And he also says, let the dead bury the dead. Those kinds of things. So we need to be clear in our minds what Jesus actually challenging them to do, and by implication, what is he challenging us to do? If we want to be true disciples, as Jesus is calling us, we need to understand that there will be some sacrifices we have to make in this life. And that might mean we might have to miss the occasional rugby game if it's on a Saturday evening and you want to go to Mass. You might have to maybe adjust your holiday plans in order to get to the nearest church. We may need to not commit ourselves to playing sport on Sundays so that we can ensure that we do get to Mass. And we need to make sure that we're not so distracted by materialism around it, by TV and other distractions, that we forget to say our prayers as a family and say grace before meals. Those are our challenges as modern disciples, to make sure that we don't forget about what is important and that we are required to make some sacrifices. And you know what's amazing? We make those sacrifices, we survive, and we're richer for it. So let's commit ourselves to that today. Follow the example of the apostles. I'm not saying leave your wife like Peter did. Well, I don't think he did. We don't know all the details of that. What he is saying is make sure that we do things by getting our example correct. Have a wonderful day. Keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.